His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa paid a visit to Youth City 2030. Upon arrival, His Majesty was received by the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs and Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, along with a number of senior officials and supervisors of Youth City 2030. At the start of the visit, His Majesty was briefed on the programmes and initiatives of Youth City 2030, the training opportunities it offers to Bahraini youth, and the tracks and programmes it includes that aim to develop their skills and capabilities and enhance their readiness to participate in the national development process. During the briefing, the key highlights of the 15th edition of Youth City were reviewed, which includes more than 324 training programmes offering over 10,000 diverse training opportunities, with the participation of 9,635 young men and women, alongside 204 local and international partnerships, thereby enriching the programmes and providing diverse experiences and expertise to the participants. His Majesty then toured Youth City 2030, visiting its centres and programmes, including the Science and Technology Centre, Arts and Culture Centre, Entrepreneurship and Leadership Centre, Media and Digital Innovation Centre and Summer Sports City.
يدك تسامت في محافل عالم الشهرة، على يدك كتب تاريخنا هالكيف الربان. حمد كل البلد تشهد محبته تجربة الفطرة، حمد قايد مسيرتنا، حمد للمملكة عنوان. وفي أرضك يقولون الكواكب زارعة بحرة، عجايب من وسط داره، عبر مرت على أزمان، عهد دلمن وجلجامش سواحل عاشت الطفرة، وكل بانوش متحمل رسا يرزف على الشطآن. وتقديره نخلها حافها سندس، ومتستره عظيمة شان، متفرده بهاكل للحسن رويان، عذاريها يلامس تبرها زهرة بعد زهرة وساب الشوق، متوله يحيي قادة الميدان، يحيي رازجيها اللي يضحي من أجل بكرة، فنا عطرة فدا أرضه وتحيا دار أبو سلمان.
سلام سلام.
His Majesty the King also viewed the training programmes and practical experiences offered across various fields. His Majesty also visited the platform for the national plan to promote the spirit of belonging to the nation and reinforce the values of nationalism at Bahrain, as well as the Young Trader projects. His Majesty viewed the platform's programmes and initiatives aimed at strengthening the values of belonging and citizenship among young people, in addition to projects presented by young participants. His Majesty was briefed on their ideas and experiences in entrepreneurship. His Majesty also watched an artistic performance presented by the Talents of Youth City 2030, which showcased the talents and abilities of young people. His Majesty was greeted a number of members of youth organisations and participants in the city's programmes. At the end of the visit, a commemorative group photo was taken of His Majesty the King with the organisers of Youth City 2030 in recognition of their efforts and the opportunities and experiences the city provides in developing the skills of Bahraini youth and enhancing their capabilities.
نفخر فيه الله يوفق ان شاء الله وانتم المستقبل ان شاء الله مثل ما الاولين خدموا البحرين انتم بعد تكملون الخدمه الطيبه
توجيهاتكم يطول
ما نشك في ذلك ابد اللي يشوف عملكم وكلامكم وفعلكم يطمئن على المستقبل وعلى اهل البحرين. مشكورين الشباب ما شاء الله مستعدين
ان شاء الله
مستعدين ان شاء الله. مشكورين
شكرا جلالتكم.
On the occasion, His Majesty the King praised the successes achieved by Youth City 2030 since its launch, noting that it is a pioneering initiative. His Majesty said that this visit is part of his commitment to meeting with Bahraini youth in recognition of their constructive role in Bahrain's development and to empower the Kingdom's youth to be more creative, hone their abilities and develop their skills to serve their country and advance its development. His Majesty praised the significant achievements of the youth of Bahrain, as well as their ambitions, presence and active participation in various fields of national work, affirming the need to continue encouraging, empowering and preparing them to lead the national development process to build a more prosperous future for Bahrain. His Majesty expressed appreciation for the participation of ambitious Bahraini youth in Youth City, as well as for the outstanding programmes it offers. His Majesty affirmed that youth are the Kingdom's most precious asset and the foundation of its progress and prosperity, noting their role in enhancing the country's status as well as its reputation and positive image, which have earned the appreciation and respect of all nations. His Majesty also commended the strategic programmes undertaken by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, aimed at investing in the skills of youth and strengthening their role in the nation's journey. His Majesty also commended the efforts of His Highness Sheikh Nas bin Hamad Al Khalifa in empowering youth and supporting their initiatives, affirming that these efforts reflect an ambitious vision that prepare a generation capable of actively participating in the Kingdom's development. His Majesty also praised the contributions of the First Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, as well as his continued support for the sports and youth movements. His Majesty expressed appreciation for the efforts of the Ministry of Youth Affairs in supporting Bahraini youth and honing their talents and abilities in various fields and disciplines, and thanked all the Bahraini youth volunteers at Youth City.
His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's renewed visit to Youth City 2030 reaffirms His Majesty's continuing interest in Bahraini youth, his firm confidence in their capabilities and his belief in their role in further advancing national development and shaping the future. Each year, the visit underscores this support as His Majesty follows the city's programs and initiatives, learns about the skills and experience young people gain, and hears the ideas and aspirations that reflect their energy and potential.
So we were very honored today to have His Majesty visiting Gulf Air's Boeing 787 simulator, and he even took a flight together with our Captain Adil, which was another honor to have our Boeing 787 being flown by His Majesty in the simulator. The Youth City was a big success for Gulf Air and the youth because more than 600 young people flew already in our simulator, and we had several thousand people visiting our stand. So a big success, and it was the initiative of His Majesty last year to say, could Gulf Air bring a simulator? And we are very, very proud to have had this visit here today and being able to show Gulf Air's 787 simulator.
Over the years, the support of His Majesty the King has encouraged the continuous development of programs that give youth greater space to learn and create, turning their abilities into achievements that serve the Kingdom of Bahrain. From Youth City 2030, His Majesty's message is renewed. Bahraini youth are not only a promising resource for the future, but partners in shaping the present. Empowering and investing in them is the foundation of a more advanced and prosperous future. This visit remains a testament to a sustained approach to supporting young people, opening opportunities for them, and further strengthening confidence in their ability to carry Bahrain toward further achievement.
The Chairman of the Supreme Council for Health, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, visited the Yusuf bin Ahmed Kanu Training and Education Centre at Salmania Medical Complex, where he reviewed key medical training, education and scholarship programmes implemented by government hospitals, as well as developments achieved in the medical training system for qualifying health cadres. He reviewed the internship year programme, including its assessment mechanisms and its role in preparing newly graduated doctors and developing their clinical and professional skills. He was also briefed on the key achievements and developments in residency programmes. The visit also included a briefing on the new electronic training platform for doctors enrolled in residency programmes. The SEH chairman stressed the importance of continuing investment in medical education and training as a key part of developing the healthcare system and maintaining specialised national expertise. The CEO of Government Hospitals Administration, Dr. Mariam Anjalama, affirmed that government hospitals continue to prioritise the development of medical and health cadres by strengthening training and scholarship programmes, developing residency programmes and adopting modern digital education tools, helping improve professional competence and the quality of healthcare services provided to patients. The UN Food and Agriculture Organization selected 2 agricultural success stories from Bahrain featuring farmers Mirza Hassan Mansour and Mohammed Mohsin for its regional publication, Voices of Cooperatives, a collective journey through the agri-food systems in the Near East and North Africa region. Issued to mark FAO's 80th anniversary, the publication features more than 70 selected stories from over 14 countries in the region. FAO also published the 2 Bahraini stories on its website, among inspiring experiences from the region. The Minister of Municipality Affairs and Agriculture, Waila Mubarak, said that the organisation's selection of the 2 Bahraini success stories reflects the continued achievements of the national agricultural sector, as well as the continued support extended to the agricultural sector and Bahraini farmers. He commended the continued support of Her Royal Highness the wife of His Majesty the King and President of the Advisory Council of the National Initiative for Agricultural Development (NIAD) and her leading role in supporting farmers and advancing agricultural development. The Minister noted that the selection of the 2 stories represents international recognition of the experiences of Bahraini farmers and reflects the sector's expertise in combining traditional agricultural knowledge with modern technologies. For her part, Sheikha Maryam bint Isa Al Khalifa, Secretary General of the NIAD, said that the selection and publication of the 2 stories in a commemorative UN publication provide international documentation of 2 Bahraini agricultural experiences and reflect the development of the kingdom's agricultural sector. Information Minister Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Al Nuaimi visited the Gatehead Junior Camp held under the directives of the National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander, Lieutenant General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa. The Minister reviewed the camp's various training programmes and field experiences, which provide participants with opportunities to acquire skills, develop their physical and mental abilities, and strengthen the values of discipline, teamwork, responsibility, and self-reliance. He affirmed that caring for Bahrain's youth and raising them with a love for their country and the values of loyalty, belonging and responsibility represents an investment in the country's future. Dr. Al Nuaimi noted that building aware generations capable of facing challenges begins at an early age through initiatives that develop character, build self-confidence and foster initiative and teamwork, contributing to preparing a generation proud of its national identity and aware of its responsibility towards its country and community. He affirmed that the direction of Lieutenant General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad to organise the Gatehead Junior Camp reflects His Highness's interest in Bahrain's youth and keenness to develop their abilities and potential and provide them with opportunities to gain practical experiences that contribute to building their characters and preparing them for the future, while instilling the values of determination, perseverance and discipline. The Minister noted that the programmes and challenges offered by the camp go beyond the training and physical aspects, as they also carry educational and national values that strengthen a young participant's sense of responsibility and teach them the importance of cooperation, perseverance and overcoming difficulties. He affirmed that these values form an important foundation for building citizens capable of contributing positively and effectively to serving Bahrain. Kuwaiti Minister for State for Youth and Sports Affairs, Dr. Tariq Al-Jalama, visited the Maharik Model Youth Centre, accompanied by Youth Affairs Minister Ran Tafiki, to review Bahrain's experience in youth work and promote the exchange of expertise and successful practices between the two countries. Dr. Al-Jalama was briefed on the centre's facilities and spaces dedicated to youth, which provide an appropriate environment for activities, programmes and youth initiatives. The tour also included a visit to Al Manara Art and Culture Space to review its role as an interactive youth space that supports ideas, talents and initiatives while providing opportunities for learning, communication and participation. The visit included a presentation on the role and efforts of the Ministry of Youth Affairs and its programmes and initiatives aimed at empowering youth, developing their skills and capabilities and providing a supportive environment for participation and creativity. A number of youth initiatives and experiences were also presented. As part of the government's efforts to improve the quality of services, the Supreme Council for the Environment has developed the Service for Ordering Chemicals from the Local Market, a digital service that enables facilities to submit requests to buy and sell chemicals and refrigerant gases, as well as controlled chemicals for distribution within Bahrain. The CEO of the Council, Amna Al-Ramehi, emphasised the new service enhances the efficiency of oversight over the circulation of chemicals in the local market by automating verification procedures and electronically linking requests to supplier data and their registered chemical materials. She added that the service contributes to the development of the chemical circulation regulatory system by providing integrated digital procedures that support the speedy processing of applications and enhance data reliability. Bahrain's parliamentary delegation held an online Gulf Asian coordination meeting to follow up on and discuss the latest developments regarding the proposal to establish an interim General Secretariat for the Asian Parliamentary Assembly. The meeting aimed to ensure the continuity of the Assembly's activities and to prevent any disruption to its programmes and meetings amid the current regional circumstances. It reflected the commitment of the Assembly's presidency to maintain permanent joint Asian parliamentary work and to address the challenges affecting its progress. The agenda included discussion of the establishment of the Assembly's General Secretariat and its transfer to the country holding the presidency. Participants also considered a proposal to open nominations for the presidency of the Assembly for 2027.